your participation today. We are delighted to introduce you to our new master's programs that, as I said briefly before, are jointly developed by the European College of Parma and the University of Parma. Today, we will discover not only an academic program, but an educational path that has been designed to prepare the next generation of professionals in European institutions, international organizations, public administrations, diplomacy, and international cooperation. Just a brief overview on the issues we are going to tackle during this half an hour of introduction to our master's program. A brief overview on the European College of Parma, the importance of the partnership with the University of Parma that is one of our founding members. We are going to provide you with an overview on the educational study program and the philosophy at our programs. A brief overview also of the Masters in European Affairs and Policies, and then we are going to delve into the admission requirements, traineeship opportunities, and career opportunities, which are absolutely fundamental when students and graduates are about to start an adventure within a master's program, such as in European Affairs and Policies. But I will leave the floor now to our President, Alberto Spagnoli. Alberto, welcome, and please, you can start with your presentation. Thank you.
Sorry, Alberto,
I believe you're muted, Alberto. Okay.
Well, sorry, I started with the wrong move, but I will catch up quickly.
We got you. We got you now. Wonderful.
Thank you, Rosangela, for the short introduction, and also welcome from my side to all the participants. I will just briefly introduce you to the European College of Parma, which is a foundation which I preside. It's a leading postgraduate institute which operates since 1988, around 1,000 graduates so far in its history, and it's dedicated to training young graduates and professionals on matters pertaining to EU law, economics, and policies, at least in the tradition. This master, which we are presenting to you today, also shows you how the approach of the Collegio is evolving, the European College. It's a top-level faculty we rely on, and I will come back on that. We have leading professors, but we have in particular practitioners and experts in European affairs. It's a number of training that we offer in the Collegio. We present you one here, but we have others for students, but also for professionals, customized program for institutions, for companies and other organizations, everything, of course, in the field of EU policies and connected issues. And the foundation is, of course, supported by a number of its own members and a number of contributors. The University of Parma is one of the founding partners, and it's our main collaborator in delivering our academic programs. We are also supported by a number of local and Italian stakeholders, public administration, industry association, chamber of commerce, etc., etc. And if you move to the next slide, please. This slide it's asking you the question why Europe still matters. Actually, if you are all here, is that because we believe that Europe still matters. Probably the question would rather be how Europe still matters, and the context here is obviously changing, as you are also experiencing if you follow European affairs. Europe is more and more a key actor that operates in a global context, in a global environment, which features very critical situation and issues. We see geopolitical instability, we see technological transformation, transition in matters such as energy. We see the need to develop strategic autonomy, economy, and of course also defense and security. And that means that Europe is changing, and also the training about Europe has to change, no longer as it has been traditionally to focus on how Europe functions, how it develops its policies for increasing integration, increasing its performance from an economic, a social, and environmental perspective, but rather how Europe is capable of acting in a global context on all these very topical issues. And what we are trying to address is the need for professionals of the future to understand complexity and global complexity. Next slide, please. Coming back to our world-class faculty, you will, if you enroll in this course, you will learn from leading academics, policymakers, and professionals. And you see here listed a number of those who supply our professors. So of course, we have University of Parma, and Professor Magnani will briefly explain you about the role of the university in the context of delivering these programs and ensuring the academic coherence of that program. But within that context, then we have a very strong presence of practitioners and experts coming from the European Commission. We are in Parma, therefore we have European Food Safety Authority, which is located here and will help in delivering the programs. Other European institutions, international organizations, but also national public administration and private sector. So we'll also have private sector practitioners and experts on the very topical matter comprising the program. And that's it from my side. And I will then pass on the floor to Marco Magnani, who is the president of the master program and professor from the University of Parma. Marco, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Alberto, and good afternoon, everyone. So as Alberto was saying, I'm teaching at the Department of Economics and Management of the University of Parma, and I will serve as president of the master degree. So what I'm going to do in the next few minutes is to walk you through the academic structure of the program, so that you can understand not only what you're going to learn, but also how you're going to learn and how this will be an issue that will matter for your choice. But first of all, I would like to address the question, what is the meaning, what is the sense of having a partnership between the European College and the University of Parma? And I think this is one of the most important features of the master. Because the master in economic, the MEAP master is not simply a professional training course or a private certificate. It's an official first-level university master program, which is worth 60 ECTS, which means that the program is going to be recognized everywhere you are going to apply in the private sector or in other universities. So this partnership means that we have a synergy between each other, and we have two complementary strengths. The European College contributes on its side with more than 30 years of experience in European and international education, together with a strong network of European institutions, policymakers, and practitioners. On our side, the Department of Economics and Management provides the academic framework, the university qualification, and the expertise of professors and researchers working in economics, law, political science, international relations, and European integration. This is how we cooperate together. How we reinforce, we strengthen the effort of each one of the other. But there is also a second important aspect for why this partnership matters, because the master is recognized as corresponding to 1 year of the master degree in global policy and international relations in the University of Parma. Through the recognition of the credits earned during the program, students may continue their academic path by entering the second year of that master degree in global politics and international relations. This means that students have two opportunities. For some students, it will be the master will be a complete career-oriented postgraduate program that will allow students to directly go on the labor market. For others, it can be a bridge to a full 2-year master degree program in global politics, as we said. I think this is a major advantage because students have the time to choose their own path and while studying at the master. So they don't need to decide immediately after their bachelor, but they can use the master as a bridge, both for their professional activity and for a further career in further studies at the university. The program, one of the main features of the program is that it is in a blended format, combining online activity with in-person teaching in Parma. This format has been designed not only for flexibility, but also to respond to the practical needs of international students. During the initial phases of the program, many students may still be completing administrative procedures, finalizing visa or residence documentation, and looking for accommodation. The online component makes it possible for them to begin the program without losing classes while they complete these arrangements. So this blended structure is not should not be understood as a reduction of the in-person experience. It's just a way of making the transition to Parma easier. So let's move now to the teaching modules. The master is organized in 5 broad teaching modules, each addressing a key dimension of contemporary European affairs, and combines an academic part with a part of each module which is led by practitioners, so that we combine 50-50 the academic experience and the professional expertise that we take from our from professional and from our network in Europe. So the first module focuses on EU governance and the legal framework. And in this, during this course, students will examine the institutional legal foundation of the European Union, the EU budget, the single market, digital policies, data protection, and transparency. The objective is to understand not only the formal structure of the Union, but also how European decisions are financed, implemented, and regulated. The second module covers the economics of European integration and agri-food policy. This is the module where I will personally teach, which part of this module is taught by me. This module includes the economic foundation of European integration, cohesion and territorial development, the evolution of EU economic governance, and the role of agriculture, food system, and sustainability. The third module is European Union Human Rights and International Cooperation. Here, students study fundamental rights, democracy, gender justice, migration, humanitarian assistance, development cooperation, and the relationship between the European Union and the European Convention on Human Rights. Fourth module focuses on European security and world geopolitics. This is especially relevant in current international context, and students analyze European foreign security and defense policy, enlargement and neighborhood policy, and the EU's strategic relationship with partners such as the United States, China, India, and Mercosur, for instance. The final module concerns competitiveness, innovation, and strategic autonomy. It addresses some of the most urgent challenges facing Europe today: green transition, energy policy, industrial policy, research and innovation, competition, public procurement, and the broader debates on Europe's capacity to act autonomously in a changing global environment and to recover competitiveness. Together, these modules provide a broad but coherent understanding of European affairs. The objective is not to train students in only one narrow policy area, is to give them the ability to connect institution, economics, law, and geopolitics. The content of the program, if we move to the next slides, is important, but it's not the only important thing. But one additional important thing is how content are taught. The master follows a strongly application-oriented approach. Traditional lectures are combined with interactive exercise, case studies, simulation workshops, and project work. This reflects the simple principle: students should not only learn what European institutions do, they should also practice the kind of task the professional perform within this institution and organization. They have to apply knowledge to practical tasks. For example, students may be asked to analyze policy proposal, prepare briefing notes, negotiate a common position, manage a project, or present recommendation to a simulated institutional audience. This activity are the so-called soft skills. They cannot be acquired through lectures alone. They need practice. They include these soft skills include critical thinking, teamwork, negotiation, public speaking, policy writing, data analysis, and project management. A distinctive feature of the program is the combination, as we said, of academic and professional perspective. Students will learn both from university professors and from EU officials. So the overall philosophy of the master is learning by doing, by applying a theoretical knowledge to practical tasks. Students are encouraged to become active participants in the program rather than passive recipients of information. Thank you. I will now leave the floor to Rosangela De Simone, who will walk you through the career opportunities for our students.
Thank you, Marco, and thank you, Alberto, for this great example and overview of what does our program consist in. So basically, our multidisciplinary approach, law, economics, political sciences, paved the way to a career opportunity in diverse fields dealing with EU institutions and agencies, international organizations, development cooperation agencies, NGOs, public administration fields, international consulting firms, but also European and international project management, research centers, think tanks. So as you can see, this master's program unlocks a wide range of path activities that can help our students develop their future career opportunities. They can become EU policy officers, they can become project managers, or even consultants in European and international policies. Can we go to the other slide? Thank you. Okay. Of course, the College of Parma assists graduates in finding traineeship opportunities, because that's the very first step to get into developing your future career. So we will assist each of our students individually in finding the right traineeship opportunities and matching with the type of profile, academic profile our students have. Who can apply? And let's have a very quick look at the fees. All the information is provided on our website, of course, and on that of the University of Parma. We welcome graduates in political science, international relations, economics, law, but also humanities, such as foreign languages or related fields. But also we welcome this master's program to young professionals who want to change, they want to widen their perspective and become key players in the European arena. Of course, the master's program is entirely taught in English, so we require at least a B1 level that can be provided through your study program, or by providing specific language certificates. The fees amount to 4,500 euro that can be paid into three installments. But all this information can be provided on the website. You can join the program. Applications must be sent no later than the 15th of October. So this is the application deadline. And all applications will have to be submitted through the University of Parma's online platform called Etc. Here are all the links. Please make sure that the latest time is at noon for time in Italy. So the 15th of October, we really look forward to receiving your applications. Here are our information. You can send an email to meap@collegio.europeo.it. As I said, you can surf through our website or get in touch with us through our social channels. Please consider that among all the founding, and apart from the University of Parma, which is a founding member, we also have the Ministry for Foreign Affairs and Cooperation Policies. That is one of the supporting members of the college. So we look very much forward to receiving your participation questions. Please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. We will be absolutely glad to answer any of your queries. Now we've left this 5 minutes, Alberto and Marco, to are there any questions on the participants that here? I also welcome my colleagues Marco Baldassari and Luisa Giorgetta. So we're very happy to answer any of your queries in this session. Hello, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon to all.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so please do not be shy. You can either ask us now or get in touch with us. We will be really, really happy to answer any of your queries and provide you with further and more in-depth information.
We shall add that this session is recorded and you'll be able to find it on YouTube, on the YouTube channel of the European College pretty soon.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Alberto, would you like to?
If there are no questions, I would simply then close these webinars if it is up to me to do that. Thank you very much, Rosangela. So thank you for participating. Hope it has been exhaustive. And as Marco said, everything is available to you online, or we are here to reply any questions you might have. And hope to see you soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, thank you.